up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I just got back from other things I'm doing. Plus, I'm trying to figure out the brake system on this thing. I gotta upgrade my brakes. I got a lot of things coming up this year. Car shows and my brakes are not the best. So I have to upgrade these little to 4-piston caliper, making some custom brackets. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. But we're going back to the Yugo project, ripping out that dash and just trying to figure everything out. Then the next thing after that will be some wiring. Gotta go buy some pipes, do a roll cage on it. I have a lot of parts ordered for that thing. It'll be a fun project. Oh yeah, there's a steering wheel too. I think this is the steering wheel I'll be using in that Yugo. Oh crap. Oh, don't break. It's an expensive one. Luisi, Italian made. So let's get back to work. Please, if you like my work, like, share, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It means a lot to us, so help us out. Doesn't really cost you. If you like the video, just click that like and that's it. Time to start taking all this junk out. Yep, I got my mask on because it's not the best smell in here and all that dust. I don't even know how many floor mats this car has. Got a bunch of, yeah, this is a good one, keeping this. Bunch of stuff that needs to go to garbage. These are for seat belts. Let's see. I think these seat belts are good. Keep this carpet. I'm gonna dye it black. This is going black too. I think I'm shooting for a whole black interior. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe I should keep the dash original color. I don't know, honestly. Maybe do I don't know yet. That's the problem. We're taking this steering wheel off and just about everything else. It's pretty simple actually. There's not much to it. I'm not keeping original steering wheel. Going to some kind of aftermarket smaller. I got a Luisi Italian one. I think I'm looking at this. Somebody has cut a hole and put some kind of clock in here that doesn't belong. So taking that out. It's broken. So here, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna find a piece of plastic, close that up, and probably put my fuel gauge there because I'm running a fuel cell, and depends what kind of speedometer I decide to use. It'll probably be universal with the GPS. Be a GPS speedo, and so I don't know. It's been a while since I took one of these off, but usually that one bolt is what holds this thing in place. Probably help if I taking out the steering wheel, and I have to get this cable out. It's still in good condition, and these have tendency to break. Now here's a good speedometer, pretty clean. We'll save that. Yeah, I don't need any of this wiring. All this is going away, so I'm gonna take all that out, cut all the stuff that I don't need, because we'll be using aftermarket with original wiring harness for that motor. So gonna mark what's what here and disconnect it. I have to take the dash out just because I want to paint it, so that's impossible to do it here in the car. I'm just gonna take it out. All right, I'm keeping the steering shaft original, all the switches original for the lights. These are turn signals, high, low beams, windshield washers, then you have lights, blower. I'm keeping all these original and they're gonna be working, but I wanna take the dash out and mark the connectors where everything goes, because I'm gonna be deleting a lot of stuff like the wires going to the speedometer and whatnot. That's all gonna be deleted. And then we're gonna lower the steering column down. Got the steering column lower down, got a bazillion switches to disconnect and whatnot, and that way I can disconnect it and just pull it out, and all this is getting painted. So yeah, there's a lot of switches. I just have to mark what's what. That way it just goes back. Well, it's gonna back either way, but I'm gonna be deleting a lot of that wire, so I just want to see what's what before I start cutting wires. Yeah, and I gotta figure out, get these cables off. That way I can pull this whole panel out. Alright, got the steering column off, got the pedals off, got the switches, ignition switch off. The pedals are gonna come in handy. I can actually build brackets for the master cylinder and the clutch cylinder, fix all that up, and then we can put it back in later on. I just gotta figure out, I actually never taken the dash off. I just gotta figure out what's holding this dash up on top. There's gotta be some kind of bolts hitting somewhere I can't see, and I'm getting rid of a lot of this wiring here. See what needs to be disconnected, whatnot. I actually have to mark these are speedometer ones, so that's gonna be deleted as well. Yeah, just slowly taking step by step, and then once I pull everything off, I'll see what kind of condition everything is behind, and then just put all new sound deadening and whatnot. There's 3 bolts that go from the dash underneath the hood. I got 2 of them out, but the other one in that corner keeps spinning, and you should be able to just pull this dash out. There's that one that's gonna break the dash, or I don't even know what's gonna happen. Whew. This looks bad. I really hope it doesn't break the dash, but man, this insulation sucks. Plan was today to remove the dash and the whole wiring underneath the hood, and that's what I'm doing right now. I just gotta figure out how to get that one bolt that goes through the firewall underneath. I just keep spinning. It was rusted, I sprayed it, but it still keeps spinning. So I gotta tackle that and figure out how to take that out. I managed to jam that vice grips right here and held the bolt, even though, and look at that, boom, very nice. Yeah, it's this one that keeps spinning. I don't know, man. Looks like there was a mice in here or something. So yeah, that's definitely coming out, and putting new insulation all the way around. I gotta figure out what the heck is this and remove all that. But I'm glad the dash is out, and I think what I'm gonna do here is get my welder and just put couple tack welds, boom boom, and that's gonna be good. Same thing on this side. This one is actually good, solid. So yeah, that's what's going on underneath my dash. I gotta see what all the stuff I need and what I don't, so I can pull that out. Trying to clean up some of this wiring. This is the fuse box, 308 box that usually sits on the passenger side in that corner, but I decided instead of moving all this to the back of the car like I thought I would, I think I'm just gonna clean up all these unnecessary wires, cut it, and cut it just about right here, and stick this fuse box right underneath here. Still gonna be accessible and not gonna be visible as much, and that's the only, yeah, so I gotta cut all this in half and stick this fuse box underneath there, and hide all these wires that go to the front lights. Probably run it underneath the fender and come out right by the headlight, so no wires are gonna be showing. I want this whole area clean, welded all those little holes, shave it. One nice clean engine bay. Now for the ECU for the engine, I think I'm gonna try and stick it underneath the dash. There's not much room, but we'll see. Might even put the ECU inside and put the fuse box as well tucked underneath, instead of being right here. Maybe stick it all the way, you know, somehow so it's not visible. Yeah, these dashes don't have much room underneath, so yeah, that's the plan. Still have to get the fuse box and whatnot for the engine. Got the stock wiring harness, but probably run some aftermarket. So yeah, that's the plan for today. This right here is my favorite thing to do. I'm gonna cut these wires off right here and shorten this wiring harness, because I decided to keep these this fuse box, all the relays, I'm gonna tuck them underneath here, but this is way too much wire, so I have to cut it, make it shorter, and just do it wire by wire. This takes a lot of time. Slowly, one by one, getting these wires cut. Some of them soldered, some of them just crimped with the new terminals. So yeah, these are nice soldering irons, these Milwaukee ones. And I use a mask when I solder. I think you can see, but make sure you have a nice and after it's so soldered, heat shrink it and heat gun. I'm using these original terminals just because, so I can slide them back in, push it in, and that clicks. Yep, these two go to the fuse box. I'm not gonna cut these. taking the fender off so I can run the wires behind the fenders for my headlights and turn signals. One bolt right here. Once you take the cover off for the headlights, there's one bolt, some top ones, two underneath here, one behind the door, and then there's a bunch of insulation, a bunch of sprayed undercoating that's kind of holding it in place. But that's all. Yeah, it's kind of glued top here. Look at it. And I think this fender has been replaced before. Somebody added more undercoating because originally it was red. It's not blue. At some point it was replaced, and I wanted to replace it because it was damaged. And I got another one. I mean, I could fix it. So yeah, I'm gonna run these wires behind here and go through here by the headlight underneath and on the other side. And I have to take the fender off anyways. Other than that, the car is pretty healthy. No rust except where the battery tray was. I'm gonna sand this and reinforce because they're all spot welded here. Just to reinforce the heck out of it. These cars have tendency to crack here, here. Under this original motor, so I'm gonna have to reinforce this anyways.